My mom and my grand being very religious, no way was I going to go to play steel band. No way. You've got to go to church. And I can recall I sneaked away one day. We were rehearsing in the village. And I looked at the guys. I thought, I can do that better than these guys. And I went back home and I got a sheet of paper and a pencil. And I memorized where the notes were. And I marked it out. And I pretend I was playing. And I went the next weekend where they were rehearsing, and I said to the guy, can I play? He looked at me and said, you go. I said, of course I can play. And when they heard me playing, they couldn't believe it. And I got the job at 13 years old, leading the band. Yeah, couldn't believe it. And all the other guys were 20s and 30s. I was in charge of all those guys, and, it was good fun. So I was quite musical from my younger days, and any tune I hear, I can just play. And when I came here, I decided if I can find some guys in Slough, I would like to carry on the profession. And I was really pleased when I hooked up on some of the guys I actually played with from St. Kitts and Nevis and Antigua as well. So that was in 1964. It was all steel pan in those days. And there's Robert Paris and Eugene Paris. There's Rudolph Bertie. Eustace Herbert. Any more?
Joe Carty.
Joe Carty, a cousin of mine.
When you came here, you'd hear a lot of waltzes and foxtrots and military music. Coming from the West Indies, you needed the rhythm.
The English people, the white people could not believe this wonderful sound was coming from this part of an oil drum. And I can recall they used to come up to me and say, well, where's your amplification? Where's the amplification? Where's the song box? And I would say, there's no song box. It's just these two sticks I've got and hitting the right note. And up to now, people are very intrigued that you get this wonderful sound from a steel pan. It's unbelievable.
And when I came here, we used to have community evenings where you could get up and sing, you dance, you tell jokes, whatever you wanted to contribute to the evening. And this evening I was at St. Peter's Hall in Charvy, and I got up and I sang 2 songs. And there was a group. All these instruments are on the stage, so I knew that there was a group there. And at the end of the performance, before the dancing started, I was approached by 3 members of the group who said they enjoyed my singing and would I be interested in joining the interpreters. And there was Evan Gums, Joe Fenton, Jim Chalmers and Claude Richardson. They played everything from Latin to calypso to pop to soul, country, folk, blues, everything they played. This was in, I think, about 1965.
I've played for royalty. I actually played for the Duke of Westminster's wedding.
And his sons, and the Duke of Westminster's son's 21st birthday?
21st birthday party, that was something. Yeah, the royals from all over the world. I didn't recognize them at that time, but I got to know. And where did we go for that? Cheshire.
Somewhere up there.
We had to go up in Cheshire for a day or 2 days, and that was something. And I tell you what, we did a lot of bar mitzvahs. But wow, I think hundreds in Finchley and around that area where the Jews live, and I love doing them. It's really an eye-opener, Because obviously the Jews, they used to travel a lot to the Caribbean on cruises and whatever, and and I used to love playing for them, really an eye-opener. I was never a great fan of the Beatles, but we had to play them because people wanted to hear the Beatles songs, and we learned to master Yesterday and Imagine, and people were really surprised. How can you do that? And what I used to do, I used to go out and buy the music sheets, and I was very good along with Bob Paris. as in the business we call it transposing these songs from, say, in the key of C to the key of B flat. And I would stay at home and write up all these cards, and when we go to rehearse, we just switch it in the key we wanted to play in, and we gotta do it in a bolero fashion, or sometimes we'll jazz it up, or we'll play it in a nice, easy, adagio song, and that's it. Yeah. But we had loads of songs. Mm-hmm. We could play for 4 hours and didn't repeat a single song.
Depending on the audience that was there, because as Howell said, sometimes you had elderly people there, and they didn't want to dance to reggae or so you'd go and play a waltz or a foxtrot or bolero or something, and you see them, just waltzing around with such a big smile on their face. And they really enjoyed it. They were pleased at the end that they could come out and hear something different, see something different, meet up with their friends and have a wonderful time. I always liked to look nice, so I wore the long dresses and the nice hairstyles and everything. I always liked to look professional on the stage. The boys.
And she did look gorgeous as well. Well, we had nice shots. As a matter of fact, I've got some in my bags, maybe behind the house. I had costumes, and we had loads of costumes. I've still got about 8 or 10 in my wardrobe, and sometimes I just glance at them and reminisce about the good days we had together. We had some specially made, and of course, 2 of the guys used to go up to Carnaby Street. Would you believe it? Carnaby Street, and we used to buy our shots up there as well, and and we'll go to play, and especially the women, can we have your shirt? No, thank you, we can't. We only got one. I've had that many times. They wanted to take the shirt off my back. We very seldom played in Slough once we got famous. Now, we always played in Surrey, Essex, Sussex. As I said, I think we've been in near every county in England.
Lowestoft.
Lowestoft.
Torquay.
Norfolk, Torquay, Devon.
Cornwall, St. Ives.
And so, as I said, there's a couple of gigs I played in Slough, and my children were there, but they were very young then, But as I got older, and I used to tell them about the places we'd been in, and I tell my friends as well, because I actually went in the studio with Rod Stewart, and people never believed me, but I got an album to prove it, and I forgot to bring it with me. My photograph is on this album, and I went to the West Indies one day, and we went to a neighboring country called St. Martin, and I said to my cousin, I said, do you like Rod Stewart? And she said, yes. I said, well, look, I'm on that album. She said, come off it, you and Rod. I said, yes, let's have a look. And we opened the sleeve, and she screamed, oh my God, my cousin is a star. And there was I on the photograph of this album called Smiler. And I played with Rod Stewart on one of his tracks. That was a good experience. Well, first of all, when we started traveling around, especially when you go deep in the country, you weren't seeing many black people. First of all, you didn't see many black people, and we thought, well, will we be accepted? But of course, to our surprise, a lot of those people used to travel to the Caribbean, especially the well-off ones. So we were well accepted, and I learned, well, there's other parts of England, beautiful parts of England, different to Slough, and we played in some really wonderful places, really wonderful big halls, big castles. So I enjoyed all of it.
Coming from a tiny island, and you see all this expanse of green grass and trees, and so you thought, ooh, England really is a beautiful place.
We used to have the odd ones. Where are you from? Slough. Where is that? I would say, in Berkshire. I said, we're near Windsor, where the Queen lives. Oh! But they never really heard about Slough, because Slough in those days was just an industrial town, biggest trading estate in Europe, and, but we loved it.